All right, hello, Pell High School. This is Christian and CJ of the AV class, and today we're looking at a Black Hawk helicopter while our other classmates are over there getting interviews and stuff. We are back here with all the equipment and
There's not much else to say.
not
about
much
it.
else to say. That's a really cool Black Hawk. I mean, having such a massive ceiling fan on the top of it, making it fly, that's just really cool.
I feel like you're saying that just to annoy me.
I'm not. No. Now that back fin
The
rudder
back rotor.
or whatever, does that move like? Is that like how they steer? Like when they steer, it goes like ooh or ooh and
It is
stuff.
also yes. It also serves the purpose of making it so it doesn't constantly spin. Because
Oh well,
if you have a giant motor spinning on top of the helicopter, without that, it would just kind of spin in circles.
yeah, no, I agree. However, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's also probably some novelty in something like that. Now, as you can see, we see Coach Quinton actually coming up to the podcast table. Coach
no,
Quinton,
they don't
hi.
actually see it.
Oh, we've not cut to it. Oh well.
Now they
There
see
we
it.
go. Hello.
Look, we're just kind of recording.
Yeah,
because we're
we've
bored.
been bored, so we've started. We just started recording.
Yeah, so we've got to. Well, we can actually zoom in.
Yes.
Now.
As we can see, we have the giant ceiling fan on top of the helicopter, and
Oh, wow,
the
I
rotor
can
on the
zoom in
back to
really
make
far.
sure it doesn't spin. Now, coming in for a landing, it actually did have to go around and do like a U or whatever a couple times to actually land. Now, it probably has had to slow down quite a bit, right? That's why I did that.
Yeah, because especially whenever it's leaning forward, the fans have got to be spinning a lot faster. So they've got to slow down the fans as they lower because it spins really fast, as you can probably imagine. And trying to stop something moving that fast is generally difficult.
How fast do you think it ends up actually going?
I don't remember how fast. It's
Well, you have some expertise since you are.
well, some expertise, but I don't remember the RPM value of a Black Hawk helicopter in my free time.
Why not?
Well, you see, I just don't. And also, I'm more the airplane guy, but
Still flying aeronautic vehicles.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
He's you muted him.
Yeah, I'm 3.
Yeah, right around here.
Oh, I'm muted.
Not all the way up there. Like right
Middle.
around.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, but
Yeah, cool.
now I just,
Been silenced.
I think it's really interesting that they actually come and do this for the high school students to kind of show it off and stuff. Because I feel like this is like an experience that not many people are actually going to be able to get.
Yeah, especially going inside the helicopter.
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool that they're able to actually do that. Just in general, because I mean, it's just a neat experience that you can have while you're in high
I wonder
school.
what the fuel costs are.
Oh, probably a bunch, right?
Probably quite a bit.
No, I definitely know what you're talking about, but for the audience at home, can you explain what that means?
What the fuel cost?
Yeah.
Well, you see, it takes fuel to fly a helicopter.
Oh, I thought you said field cost.
No, I said fuel, as in like.
Oh, dude, it's probably a lot.
Yeah, it is probably a lot.
It's probably like. How much fuel do you think is stored in that?
And that, well, that back area is probably entirely a fuel tank. So
Like the entire back, like tail piece,
not like
or
the entire tailpiece, but like you see the part that says
Yeah, but
United
like-
States Army on it.
yeah, probably a good bit of that is probably the fuel tank.
Yeah, they usually just put the fuel tank for helicopters. I imagine back there. I don't really know too well on helicopters, but on airplanes, they're usually either in the wings or
Mhm.
somewhere adjacent to that.
Okay. That's a neat little insight you have, Mr. Aviation Man.
And yeah, I can also explain how the rotors work
Oh, please.
because they're instead of
Please.
just pushing air downwards to create lift, which is not how they do it. It just happens because it's a giant spinning rotor.
Yeah, it's a giant ceiling fan.
Well, you see, what's actually happening is that since the rotors are sloped on the top so that it's like if the bottom was flat, it's like there's like a
It's like kind of like a triangle, I guess.
no.
Where it's like
Well, okay,
eh,
a triangle, but like the front part is curved.
Okay, yeah.
And basically what happens there is that the wind going on top of it is moving faster than the air below it.
So it's like a tornado kind of effect. But like a very controlled tornado.
Not quite. Tornadoes just kind of spin.
Well, I mean-
They don't generate lift or anything.
I don't know, man. Whenever they pick like trees and stuff off the ground, I think that is pretty lifting.
I mean, fair enough, but that's also just the power of the wind.
Well, no, because of pressure differences and not like any spin. It's, the air kind of moves like
Kind of like up and
tilts
around, I guess?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not too educated on tornado physics, believe it or not.
yeah.
And I don't imagine you are either, considering you're guessing here.
Well, no, I know how a tornado works.
Roughly.
I feel like we're getting off.
Yeah,
off
we are
track
getting a
here.
little off track.
So-
Anywho, so what happens is the air moving on top is moving faster than the air on the bottom of the rotor.
Mhm.
And so, because of the pressure difference, it generates a little bit of lift. You do that really fast, generates a lot of lift.
Yeah, so it is like a tornado then, because pressure difference and stuff. Yeah,
I guess, yeah.
that's neat.
Yeah, it's similar to how airplanes work, except with airplanes, it just relies on the speed of going forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up the RPM of a Black Hawk.
Fair enough.
Hold on. RPM Black Hawk. All right. That is not what I was looking for.
Black Hawk helicopter RPM.
There we go. Hold on.
Let's see if this actually
Let's see here. It's not exactly telling me. It's saying its max speed is 183 miles an hour.
I'm sure if you look a little deeper, it'll...
Well, I will not be looking deeper because I don't want to hear, or I don't want me to just go, well. So
What is the point you're trying to make here?
my point is, it would just be very quiet if I was actually going deeper, but it's fine.
Well, it's not that much.
I mean, no one's gonna see this, so it's fine. But
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot.
I just think it looks cool. It's a cool looking helicopter.
I mean, yeah, same thing with, jets. It just looks kind of cool.
Now, I think since it has the Red Cross stuff, that's an emergency service Black Hawk, right? Like that's what people, like if they have an injury or something, they they have to get helicoptered to a hospital. Is that what that is?
So I'm not entirely sure, just because, I don't know a whole lot about emergency service helicopters specifically, or I guess especially. But
It's not a specialty of yours.
yeah, no. But I'm pretty sure some hospitals do have helipads. I think they also have like what's the RPM or whatever? Okay. Anyways, so yeah, there's also like stretchers that like attach to like a cord from the helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine they can also use that if they need to.
Probably.
It's also how they get people in the helicopters.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not too knowledgeable on how it exactly functions.
Mm.
Any other stuff to talk about?
No, I think that's it for me. Yeah. All right. Well, this will be the end of this little Christian and CJ tangent.
I guess,
if you
yeah.
enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if this ever sees the light of day. And
It
thank
will
you for listening to
probably not
Panther
see the
Network.
light of day. Goodbye.